What's up guys? In today's video, I'm going to reveal to you what I believe is the most overlooked part of Amazon listings. Before we dive into that, I just want to highlight one thing really quickly. So what you see here on the screen is my brand new free Amazon FBA course that I just launched. And guys, it's over 65 videos of pure value content. I'm already getting amazing feedback on it. Look, we cover everything from how to select a product, how to create your listings, how to run sponsored ads. This is probably the best module of the whole course, how to launch your products with a high odds chance of getting page one ranking for multiple of your keywords. So just wanted to throw that out there. Let's get into the video. Look, on Amazon, you either usually run into one of two extremes, right? You're gonna have one listing that is completely overstuffed with keywords and looks like a robot wrote it. And then you'll have the other extreme, such as, which is pretty common with the bigger brands out there, like Otterbox right here, where it's very, very, very bare, right? He's got a very small title, very, very small bullet points, and his description is a brand description, but that doesn't really matter. So either deal with one of these two extremes, right? Either not enough or too much in this case. And what is the correct way to do? Like, what should you do? What's the correct way? Well, the answer is neither of these ways. The answer is a combination of both. So I really address how to do copywriting for your listing, which is what this video is primarily about. Let me go ahead and address some of the common keyword myths that are out there floating around the Amazon ecosystem so you can better paint the picture and wired for what I'm going to teach next. So myth number one about keyword research on Amazon is that there is benefit to repeating keywords over and over again within your listing. That's going to somehow provide you with some sort of extra ranking juice or ranking value. And Amazon has come out and said themselves that this is not, they don't take this into consideration. So there is, for example, there is no benefit for this seller right here who's selling this Bluetooth speaker to repeat the words waterproof, Bluetooth, or speaker 100 times within their listing. Now, naturally, there will be repeats, and that's okay, right? Like, there's going to be a repeat of the word speaker or Bluetooth on occasion. That's fine, but my point is, do not make an effort to try to repeat words. This is going to allow you more room, more wiggle room to have better copywriting, right? Not obsessing over keywords so much. You have a lot more creativity and wiggle room to actually develop good copy that sells, right? Tell stories, not just list facts and a bunch of keywords over and over again like a robot. You can actually tell stories. You can actually market. You can actually speak the language that the customer wants to hear so it can convert a sale at a higher rate. And myth number two about keyword research is the fact that some people think that Amazon cares about the keyword phrases. Like, for example, the same sort of keyword phrases that you would go after when you were ranking a product or in a sponsored ad. So for this product right here, a keyword phrase that I would want to be ranked for would be Bluetooth speaker, right? That's probably his main, most valuable keyword. Some people make the mistake in separating a keyword phrase from a single word. The phrase would be Bluetooth speaker. That would be the actual search phrase that someone would type into Amazon in order to find your product. Of course, we want to be ranked highly for that. But when it comes to actually writing product listings, title, bullets, description, the phrase does not mean anything, right? All Amazon cares about is the single words. So as long as Bluetooth is somewhere within the listing and speaker is somewhere within the listing, does not have to be together, right? It can be one in the title, one in the description. It doesn't matter. You will still be indexed in Amazon for the phrase of Bluetooth speaker. That's a common misconception. Don't always obsess about the phrase, right? I see some people jamming phrases together that don't make sense at all. Like, you'll see Bluetooth speaker, comma, Bluetooth speaker waterproof, comma, small Bluetooth speaker. That's complete overkill and not necessary, and Amazon does not value that in any way, shape, or form. So remember, single words, all that matters. But you know these things, you're going to much better understand how I go out there and write great copy for all my product listings, because now we're not going to be obsessed with stuffing as many keywords as humanly possible into our listings, because guys, keyword stuffing does not matter nearly as much as a lot of people think. All you really should care about is your main 10 to 20 to 30 single words, right, that are the most relevant to your product. But all the other extra stuff that you try your very hardest to like squeeze there, very little impact from my experience. Now, there may be some other sellers out there that disagree with me, but from my own personal experience, honestly, all I really care about are my main words. As long as those words are in the listing at the forefront, I now know that I have wiggle room and room to actually write good copywriting, good storytelling. Remember, guys, as the saying goes, right? Facts tell, stories sell. And I couldn't agree more with that, especially in such a saturated and crowded marketplace like Amazon, where everyone is limited to the same space, right? Everyone has a title, everyone has 5 bullet points, and everyone has a description. How are you going to be different than your competition? Right? How are you going to stand out when the customer clicks on your product as compared to the 1,000 other products that are just like yours? Well, you got to be different, and copywriting is an easy way to separate yourself, right? It doesn't cost you money to write better copy. It's not like you have to invest in anything. You just simply have to sit down, be a little bit creative. Of course, you can hire a copywriter, but that's not necessary for this purpose. Guys, you just have to speak the market language, the language that your customers know, and you can get a lot of this language from the reviews. That's a little pro tip. From the reviews, from the positive reviews and the negative reviews, that's where I get a lot of my ideas to write copy and sort of craft stories around, because I'm speaking the language of my customer. I know exactly what the customer wants, what they like, and what they dislike and do not want based on the positive, negative reviews. So take that to heart, because that is a big tip. Get into my favorite tool for creating Amazon product listings. This is the tool that I use for every single product listing that I create, and I could not live without it. It's the Scribbles Listing Optimizer tool within the Helium 10 suite of tools. And as I've said many times, Helium 10 is the best suite of tools on the planet for Amazon sellers. I mean, there's just no competition in my eyes. And this is just one of many of the amazing tools that you see here on the left-hand side. We're on the Scribbles tool right here for writing listings. So again, what I just covered, all that matters are single words, and there's no benefit to repeating words, right? Those are the 2 lessons you should have learned from the keyword research. Single words, no benefit from repeating words. So using this tool, we can know exactly what keywords to include, which ones we're using, and we can know full well that we don't need to repeat. So let me just show you a real life example right here. So you see right here this edit master keywords list. So this is where I would dump all the keywords that I want to include somewhere in my listing, right? So well, first of all, how are you going to get these keywords? Well, I would use the Magnet tool, which is Helium 10's keyword research tool, because it's the most accurate keyword research tool out there. So let me go ahead and just type in Bluetooth speakers, hit search. And then what we want to do right now is come over here to this exact phrase search volume and hit that, so it can sort from the highest exact all the way down to the lowest. I'm not going to take the time to clean the list up. There will be some keywords in this list that are kind of not relevant to your product, such as brand names like JBL or Bose. I'm going to clean it up or anything, because it would just be a waste of time, right? Copy and paste this list somewhere, get those words over into our Scribbles tool, and then I'm just going to fast forward the video 2 seconds. Okay guys, so this is the list that I just downloaded from Helium 10 Magnet tool. This is the keyword list for the Bluetooth speaker. I'm just going to take the top 100, let's say, copy. And remember now, Amazon only cares about single words. So what can we do to get rid of all of the repeat words, right? We're going to go to the Frankenstein tool right here. We're going to paste this, and we are going to add 1 word phrase per line, and we're going to remove duplicates right here. We'll protect numbers, and we're going to go ahead and process down here. So look, we have 1,700 characters and 242 total words, and we just condensed it down to 327 characters, 60 total words. These are all of the most important and relevant single words for your product with 0 duplicate. So we have completely dialed in and honed in exactly what we need to include in our Amazon product listings now. I'm going to copy this, and now I'm going to come over back to the Scribbles tool. Now we can actually get to work. Paste that right here. So these are all my most important single words over here to the left, and also just keep in mind that I haven't cleaned the list up or gone through it myself, right? There's a bunch of brands and a bunch of words in there that I wouldn't actually use in this product listing if I were to sell a Bluetooth speaker, but just keep that in mind. This is just for example purposes. What I'm now going to do is come over to back to this listing, copy and paste the title, bullets, and description into the Scribbles tool, just so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. Alright, so I copied and pasted the title and the 5 bullet points from that Bluetooth speaker listing, and this is what the results are. So look on the left, look at our master keyword list. So these are all the keywords that I just put in, and every one that gets used in the title, the description right here, or the bullets will then get dropped into that bucket below, meaning that you have used it, so there's really no need for you to use it again unless it would make sense, right? Of course, you're going to be repeating words sometimes because it will make sense, but more importantly though, look at the unused keywords. Look at all the important keywords that are not yet weaved into the listing in some way, shape, or form. Let's go ahead and weave in a few right now. Go ahead and do USB, right? That would seem like an important one. Let's copy that. Let's go the integrated, again, USB wireless Bluetooth system. You see what I just did there? I changed the bullet. And as soon as I add the USB in there, it gets automatically taken from that top bucket down to the bottom. So I've used it. Amazingly helpful, right? Amazingly helpful. One more here. Let's go small. And with a small rugged design, right? Just for example purposes, guys. This is exactly how I go out there and create amazing product listings every single time. And they're perfectly indexed for keywords. They're not overdone. They convert highly from an Amazon algorithmic standpoint as far as being indexed for my main keywords. But most importantly, they convert highly for the actual buyers of our products, which are human beings. We sell our products to human beings, not a robot. So keep that in mind. Look, I know this guy sells a lot of units. He has a bunch of reviews, so obviously he's doing quite well. But this is, again, my opinion. This is not how I would go out there and construct a listing in today's Amazon landscape in 2018. Facts, tell, story, sell. Get to some storytelling within your product listings. Don't obsess so much over keywords. Just make sure that your main keywords are included. By using the Helium 10 Scribbles tool, you'll be 100% certain. Thanks for watching, and once again, please check the link below in the description because there will be a link right there to my free course that just launched. Don't miss out. You have nothing to lose, so I'll see you in the next one.